Gabriel, you are facing match points in qualifying. Now you're in the third round of the US Open. How would you describe what this last week has been like for you?
Oh man, I'm speechless. The fact that, like you said, in the second round, I faced a two-match point. I was down a set in the break. Things weren't looking too good. To be able to bounce back, to not only win the match but then qualify and win two rounds, it's pretty special, and hopefully it can be the continuation of something special.
What have you enjoyed the most so far?
I would say the atmosphere. In all the matches that I've played so far, I've had pretty good crowd. Yesterday was something that I haven't experienced before. Crowd was, really into it, pushing us both, me and my opponent, to compete really hard until the last point. And I think that we both enjoyed the atmosphere on court 17 yesterday.
You'll be playing an American next at the US Open, so the crowd probably won't be on your side in this match. But talking to Cedric Kaufman, your coach at Kentucky, says, it'll be no problem considering what he dealt with in the SEC. What's an what's an example of something you had to deal with in college tennis that will help you for this?
I mean, some stuff I can't even say on camera on television, but it's just in college tennis, more, well, everything is allowed basically. So they can talk to you during the point. I've had some fraternity guys looking my name up and then saying some information about me, like in the middle of the point, like during the point. They were sitting right behind me, and they were just talking in my ear the whole match. But I think now it's a little bit different. The crowd is obviously not as rowdy, but I think it should be fun tomorrow. We're playing on a nice stadium, and I've heard a lot of fellow Canadians. So actually, when I walked on court yesterday, a few people, I think maybe 10 or 15 people, started chanting the national anthem. So the Canadian national anthem. So I think there's a lot of Canadians. So should be a fun one.
So you're facing Tommy Paul, number 14 seed. You actually have a winning record, 4-3 against top 30 players. What do you like about the chance to go up against one of the game's best players?
I mean, I think it's like you said, on paper, I don't have much to lose, but I just try to take my game as much as I can to them. Obviously, they maybe don't know much about my game, which I believe I have a maybe a little bit unique game because I play very aggressive. I try to put as much pressure as I can, but obviously I can maintain the rally and take the rallies and matches to distance.
Nothing seems to phase you. We saw you were getting heckled in that first round match. You had the cramping. But I wanted to ask you about that match against Arthur Feast at the end of the second set tiebreak. Like, he goes to a high, very high level. That tweener shot, amazing. What are you thinking after that set? How do you kind of get back?
Yeah, well, yeah, the momentum definitely, after that shot, went his way, and he hit a great pass to point after, and then won the tiebreak, and then actually held at love, and I went down love 30 on my serve. So I was like, I won 1 point in a span of 10 points. I only won 1 point, so I tried to stop the bleeding in that case. Obviously a 3 out of 5, it can go. There's so many ups and downs, so you try to, when the momentum is not going your way, you try to weather the storm. You try to stop the bleeding as much as you can and contain it, and that's what I managed to do. And luckily, I think winning that game at 1-0, he was up 1-0, and I was down love 30. Bringing it back to 1-1 was big.
What have you heard about the support you're getting from back home?
I don't know. My phone's been blowing up a little bit, so I try to just close it and stay present. But yeah, I mean, the support, I definitely felt the support. Of millions of messages from friends, family members, and it means a lot to me, and it motivates me to tomorrow try to give everything I have on court, and whatever happens, I'll be very happy with what I'll be able to do tomorrow.
You've played a lot of tennis this summer. That was your 20th hard court match of the summer against Feast. We see you have tape on the leg, of course. How are you feeling physically? How much do you have left in the tank?
I feel good physically. I have my physio with me, my strength coach, and I have moral support. So now is not the time to feel sorry for yourself, maybe physically. Of course, like you said, I've been playing a lot, so the body's not like when I started the summer, but I feel good. And yesterday I felt very good, especially in the fourth set when it was time to press on the gas pedal and try to close it out. So we did a good job today recovering, and hopefully get ready for tomorrow.
I mentioned 20 matches on the hard courts this summer, 17-3. It's a lot of winning in this last stretch of tennis. Like, what's your confidence level like right now?
Yeah, it's good. Where it should be. It should be high. Obviously I qualified and won 2 rounds. I beat two guys top 100. I won a challenger in the beginning of the summer, and the I've been very consistent with the level that I brought, match in, match out. So the confidence is high as it should. But I'm aware that tomorrow I'm facing the hardest opponent I will face so far this summer. So I'm gonna have to go another gear and try if I want to give myself a chance to win.
Yeah, Tommy Paul might not know a lot about you. What do you know about Tommy Paul?
I mean, he's been on the tear this year. I think he won Dallas and then won Queens. So he can play on all surfaces. He's a great mover. He loves to dictate. So obviously his ranking doesn't lie. It's 14 in the world or 15 in the world. He's one of the best players in the world. So it's going to take a lot out of me to give myself a chance to win.
So we're talking to you while you're driving back from the facility where you had a practice and you spent some time there. What's an off day look like for you right now?
I slept in a little bit, like woke up at maybe 9:30, had a late breakfast in New York with my team, and then just had a light practice, a lot of treatments. Fair credit to my physio as well, and drink a lot of fluids, do my Normatec boots, which I brought with me, and go to bed early and wake up tomorrow and ready to attack the day.
With your phone blowing up, I'm wondering, has any message surprised you? Have you heard from anyone you did not expect?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've even read a quarter of the messages that I got, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure when the tournament's over, I'll have a little bit more time. I'm gonna try to reply and open as many messages as I can. So maybe I can text you in 2 weeks, if any messages surprise me.
What are you
But
most proud?
definitely, I mean, definitely having Sugar Sammy in the first round was pretty special. And we've been messaging a little bit back and forth. He's been following my run so far, so I would say maybe him as of right now. It's pretty tough to beat.
I guess finally, I just ask you, what are you most proud of? This has been an amazing, amazing run, and it's still going. But like, what are you most proud of when you reflect on this last stretch?
I would say, the way I competed, I never stopped believing in myself, even when it didn't look like the chances were in my way, in my favor. I competed, and I'm super proud of myself for always giving myself a chance to win the match, and also very proud of the effort that my team has been putting around me, whether it's my tennis coach, my strength coach, my physio, my parents, my girlfriend. Showing tremendous amount of support throughout the summer. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it gives me a lot of fuel to keep going.
Gabriel, I hope the traffic's okay as you work your way back to the
As
hotel.
of right now, it's okay, but we'll see.
All
It's
right,
New York. We never know.
never know. But New York loves an underdog story, and you're giving them a great one right now. So congratulations on the run. Good luck in the third round, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.